Look at your hands. Look at your life. Look at how you react when something goes wrong. When the internet is slow, you get frustrated. When someone cuts you off in traffic, you lose your temper. When someone says something mean to you, you think about it for 3 days. You are fragile. You are like a piece of glass, clear, maybe even beautiful, but one hard hit and you shatter into 1,000 pieces. You live in a world that is designed to keep you weak. Everything is easy. Everything is fast. Everything is comfortable. And because your life is so soft, your mind has become soft too. You have no mental skin. Every little scratch feels like a deep wound. But out there, in the real world, the glass people get crushed. The world doesn't care about your feelings. The world doesn't care if you are having a bad day. The world only respects one thing: strength. Not just physical strength, but the kind of strength that happens between your ears. Mental toughness. What if you could be different? What if you were like a rock instead of glass? What if, when life hit you, you didn't break, you just sat there, unshakable, while the world broke itself against you? Most people think mental toughness is something you are born with. They think you either have it or you don't. They are wrong. Mental toughness is a muscle, and just like any other muscle, it can be built, but it requires a specific kind of training, a painful kind of training. Today, I am going to give you a 3-0-day blueprint. This is not a feel-good video. This is a psychological overhaul. I am going to show you how to rewire your brain to thrive in stress, to find peace in pain, and to become the kind of person who is dangerous to their enemies and a fortress for their friends. If you are ready to stop being the person who breaks and start being the person who builds, stay with me. Because in 30 days, the person you see in the mirror right now will be a stranger. Think about the last time you quit something. Maybe it was a workout. Maybe it was a project. Maybe it was a dream. Why did you quit? You didn't quit because it was impossible. You quit because it felt uncomfortable. You quit because your brain told you a lie. It told you that the pain was too much. It told you that you deserved a break. It told you that tomorrow would be better. And you believed it. You have been listening to the weakest part of yourself for your entire life. That small, whiny voice in the back of your head that wants you to stay on the couch. That voice is your biggest enemy. It is a predator that feeds on your potential. Every time you give in to that voice, you are teaching your brain a habit. The habit of retreating. The habit of being a victim. You have become addicted to comfort. You are a dopamine junkie, chasing the next easy win while your character rots. Mental toughness is not about being loud. It's not about acting tough. It's about the internal no. It's the ability to tell that weak voice to shut up and do the work anyway. The next 30 days are going to be a war against your own laziness, a war against your own excuses. We are going to strip away the softness. We are going to build a mind that is forged in the fire of discipline. Are you scared? Good. Fear is just information. It means you are standing at the edge of something that matters. Let's jump. The first hour of your day is the battlefield for your entire life. Most people lose the war before they even get out of bed. They hit the snooze button. They check their notifications. They start their day by reacting to the world. They are already in a weak state. For the next 30 days, your morning is non-negotiable. No phone for the first 60 minutes. No exceptions. The second your eyes open, you get out of bed. No 5 more minutes. That 5 minutes is the sound of you losing your soul. You will do 3 things every morning. First, a 3-minute cold shower. Not lukewarm, cold. This is a voluntary choice to be uncomfortable. It tells your brain that you are the boss, not your feelings. Second, 10 minutes of silence. No music, no podcasts, just you and your thoughts. Learn to sit with yourself without needing a distraction. Third, one difficult task. Do the hardest thing on your to-do list first. When you win the morning, you win the day. When you win 30 mornings in a row, you win your life. Mentally tough people feel fear. They feel anger. They feel pain, but they don't become the pain. When something goes wrong, notice your reaction. Your heart starts beating fast. Your face gets hot. Most people let that reaction take the wheel. They start yelling or they start crying. A pro uses the observer technique. Imagine you are a scientist watching a lab rat. The rat is feeling stressed. You are not the rat. You are the scientist. Look at your emotion and label it. I am noticing a feeling of anxiety in my chest. When you label an emotion, you move it from the emotional part of your brain to the logical part. You create distance. You realize that the emotion is just a weather pattern. The storm is passing through, but you are the mountain. The mountain doesn't move because it's raining. Practice this every time you feel an impulse. Wait 5 seconds before you speak. Wait 5 seconds before you react. In those 5 seconds, mental toughness is born. You are mentally weak because your brain is cluttered with garbage. You care about what celebrities are doing. You care about political drama you can't change. You care about what your high school friend ate for lunch. Every piece of useless information you consume is a weight on your mind. It makes you anxious. It makes you distracted. For the next 30 days, you are going on an information fast. Unfollow every account that doesn't make you smarter or richer. Delete the news apps. Stop arguing with strangers on the internet. Practice selective apathy. If it is not within your direct control, it does not exist to you. If you can't fix it today, don't worry about it today. A tough mind is a focused mind. A weak mind is a distracted mind. Guard your attention like it's your most valuable currency, because it is. We are a generation of drama queens. We treat every small inconvenience like a tragedy. Oh no, I lost my wallet. Oh no, she didn't text me back. When you make things big, they become heavy. When they are heavy, they crush you. Start using the "so So what? Frame. You failed a test? So what? Study harder for the next one. You got rejected? So what? There are 8 billion people on Earth. You lost some money? So what? You can make more. This isn't about being careless. It's about being proportional. 99% of the things you worry about today won't matter in 5 years. So why let them ruin your peace today? When you say, so what? You are telling the universe that it can't hurt you. You are taking the power back. You are choosing to be unbothered. There is a concept used by Navy SEALs called the 40% rule. It says that when your mind tells you that you are finished, when you feel like you can't take another step, you are actually only at 40% of your true capacity. Your brain has a governor, like a car. It limits your speed to keep you safe. It wants you to stop long before you are actually in danger. In these 30 days, I want you to find your wall and push through it. When you are exercising and you want to stop, do 5 more minutes. When you are working and you want to check your phone, do 10 more minutes. Every time you push past the point where you wanted to quit, you are expanding your limits. You are teaching your brain that the stop signal is a suggestion, not a command. Toughness is found in the extra. The work you do after you are tired is the only work that actually changes who you are. This is the hardest move. For 30 days, you are not allowed to complain about anything. Not the weather, not the economy, not your boss, not your parents. The moment you complain, you have admitted that you are a victim. You have said that the world has power over you. Instead, practice absolute ownership. Everything in your life is your fault. If your boss is mean, it's your fault for staying at that job or for not being indispensable. If you are out of shape, it's your fault for what you put in your mouth. If you are lonely, it's your fault for not being the kind of person people want to be around. When everything is your fault, everything is in your power to fix. The victim is a dead end. The owner is the master of their fate. Stop looking for excuses and start looking for solutions. Owners get respect. Victims get pity. Which one do you want? Let's talk about the science. Your brain is plastic. It's called neuroplasticity. Every time you choose the hard path over the easy path, you are physically thickening your prefrontal cortex. This is the CEO of your brain. At the same time, you are shrinking the amygdala, the part of the brain that handles fear and panic. By the end of these 30 days, your brain will look different under a microscope. You will have more control over your dopamine system. You won't be a slave to instant gratification. Mental toughness is not a vibe. It is a biological state. You are literally training your nervous system to stay calm under pressure. A weak person's nervous system is like a chaotic mess. A tough person's nervous system is like a well-tuned engine. It runs cool even when the car is going 200 miles per hour. This is why this works. You aren't just trying to be tough. You are building a tougher machine. I know what you are feeling. You feel tired. You feel like this is too much. You feel like you just want to be normal. But let me ask you something. Is being normal working for you? Look at normal people. They are anxious. They are in debt. They are in relationships they hate. They are constantly distracted. They are one small crisis away from a breakdown. You don't want to be normal. You want to be extraordinary. And extraordinary is just ordinary with a lot of extra work added to it. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's lonely sometimes. But the pride you feel after 30 days of discipline is better than any drug on earth. It is the feeling of looking in the mirror and actually liking the person looking back at you. You aren't doing this to prove something to the world. You are doing this to prove something to yourself. You are proving that you are not a slave. You are proving that you have a spine. You have been asleep for a long time. It's time to wake up. Here is your mission. Day 1 starts now. Not tomorrow. Not Monday. Now. Take a cold shower tonight. Put your phone in another room before you go to sleep. Wake up tomorrow and don't touch that phone for an hour. 30 days. That's all it takes to change the trajectory of your life. Most people will watch this video and do nothing. They will go back to scrolling. They will stay glass. But you are still here. That means something. If you are committing to the 3-0 day mental overhaul, I want you to comment day 1 below. Let the world know you are stepping into the arena. And if you want to stay on this path, if you want the psychology and the tactics to keep building your empire, then subscribe right now. One tap. That is the contract you sign with your future self. I'll see you at the end of the 30 days. Don't you dare quit. Now, go be tough.